Hello again, this is Old Lexington playing Ursula for Merricky Command. And if you watched the last video, you'll know that we are here on the Barge of the Dead. In the last video, the episode called Afterlife, we went to the shrine of Kalis, meditated at the altar of Kalis, and found ourselves whisked away into the afterlife onto the Barge of the Dead, where we had to recruit the condemned souls to fight the Lord of the Dead, who was in charge. There was another passenger on this Barge of the Dead, and we got promoted to level 40, which I haven't dealt with yet, because I know you get a new ship when you accept that promotion, and I wanted to wait until after I'd finished this episode, since there's no way to beam out, no prompt to beam out with except for the normal way. So we're going to enter the gates of Gre'Thor. Let's accept the mission.
Serve the Empire well.
And if we complete this mission successfully, we will be rewarded with the Sword of Kalis. Captain, the gates of Gre'Thor are just ahead. Are you prepared to continue? Enter the gates. These episodes, they're meant to be played in a row without any pauses or breaks. But because I'm recording video, I have done pauses and breaks, and crashes and deaths and many other things. We made it, Captain. The gates of Gre'Thor are just ahead. Continue. The Fek'Ihri will not let us enter without a fight, and I for one welcome it. Come, let us join the spirits of the barge in glorious battle. This fight is their only chance to redeem their souls. Join the souls of the Barge of the Dead and destroy the Fek'Ihri hordes guarding the gates. Okay, we've got 2 Fek'Ihri hordes to defeat. And it looks like the army we recruited in the last episode, the army of the condemned souls, have already launched their attack because they're eager to regain their honour. And there they are. And here we are with our army charging the gates of Klingon hell. And now's a damn good time to put these buffs down. If the lag will let me. How can we do an orbital strike here? I mean, the ship is shooting from orbit down into hell for some reason. Just like, how can we do an orbital strike when we're on someone else's spaceship or space station? Oh, mustn't hang about too long. The bad guys will come a-running. So if we hang about too long, we get attacked. She done yet? Come on, I know you're a condemned soul, but still. Hurry it up a bit. This is hell we're dealing with. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Are you done? Yep, she's done. Enter the gates of Gre'Thor. Here we go, into Klingon hell. And the Fek'Ihri demons are waiting for us. Looks like they're more interested in getting past us than having their freedom. Now that the gates of hell are open. Ah, Morale, you really want to redeem yourself, don't you? You really want to fight for your honour. Here we are in hell. Gre'Thor. There's a big thing over there. We'll get it with an orbital strike while we can.
Flanking damage detected.
We've got to fight the physical representations of the various types of Klingon dishonour. If I remember rightly. Can't let them get too close, they suck the life right out of you. I am the shadow of fear. I am the dark hand that clutches your heart and closes your throat before battle. I am the doubt that forces you to flee. I am the anguish of the damned who die in their beds. I am cowardice. Look upon me and tremble. Well, if you're cowardice, shouldn't you run away? The spectre of cowardice, we've got to fight him. I think you have enough steel in your soul to survive. Summon me and face your destiny. Okay, I'll summon you. Where are you? There you are.
Enemy target on sensor. Flanking
And he's killed me already. Right, let's resurrect everyone.
Flanking damage detected.
I got spooked. I wonder could I get him with an orbital strike if I wait long enough. There we go, we've defeated cowardice. I am no longer afraid. And now I've got to pick up her drops. Blood wine. Next on the list is Dishonour. Which one is he? Must be that way. We've defeated cowardice. Now we've got to defeat Dishonour. This is brilliant graphics in this episode. I am failure. I am regret. I am the challenge not given. I am the falsehood that drip from your tongue like poisoned honey. I am the insult accepted without response and the warrior who dies in captivity. I am Dishonour. Know me and surrender your spirit to despair. Face me like a true warrior or experience Summon Dishonour. There he is. Orbital strike straight away. Put down that, put down that, put down that, put down that, put down that. And die straight away. Call for help. Call for help madly. Get ready with a hypo.
Enemy targets on sensor.
A crew's dead.
Flanking damage detected. Flanking damage detected.
And we've defeated Dishonor. And one of my crew is dead, but it sounds like someone just resurrected her. Yep. The next one on the list is treachery. So let's continue our tour through Gre'Thor to find treachery used on the other side of the gate. So, the moment you enter the gate you meet cowardice, and then on the right is dishonor, and on the left is treachery.
Enemy targets on sensor.
And he didn't even ask to be summoned. By the looks of things. And I'm crashing. So let me explain what just happened. The game crashed. I logged back in, continued fighting those Fek'Ihri, collecting my rewards for fighting them, and then the game crashed again, but this time with the blue screen of death. So I had to switch off my computer, switch it back on, only to find myself back on the barge of the dead, and I had to fight my way all the way back to this point again, the point at where I crashed and the recording stopped. So now we're back ready to fight treachery again, and the recording is picking up where it left off. Seems like we've still got some horde to fight though. And where did treachery appear? We haven't summoned him yet. Now we must summon him, unless he's already here. Now we've reached the point where we can summon treachery if he will allow it. Aha, there we go. I am the blade in the back. I am the whispered rumour that destroys honour. I am an alliance with an enemy. I am victory won without honour. I am the plot that harms a fellow warrior and the soul sold for latinum. I am treachery. I live in the darkest part of your heart. Finally, we're back where we came from, where we started after all these crashes. We're back where we left off after all these crashes. So let's summon treachery. Where is he? There he is.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Get him with an orbital strike first off. And give him one of them, and 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 one of them.
Flanking damage detected.
Let's defeat treachery. Disruptor Demolitioner. We got him! Did he fake his death? I mean, that is the treacherous thing to do. Now we must investigate Gre'Thor. Yeah, that's what happened. I got to the point where I was just about to summon treachery and the game crashed with the blue... No, hang on a minute. I got to the point where I was fighting the horde near treachery and the game crashed. I got back into the game to finish off a few horde, pick up my drops, and just as I was about to summon treachery, the game crashed and I got the blue screen of death as well. So then when I logged back in for the second time after restarting my computer, I found myself on the Bite of the Dead and had to play this episode all the way again, all the way back to this point, to the point where I summoned treachery, so I could start the recording and pick off where it left off. What an ordeal. But on the upside, my RAM is now more or less empty, so fingers crossed I might not crash again. But knowing my luck, it'll be right in the middle of the battle with the big boss guy at the end, if I can find where that door is. And I think I just ran past it. There it is. Let's descend deeper into Klingon hell. The part where Satan is, the 10th level of hell. Creaky old barn. Avoid the fires. Cool, this is sweaty even for a half-naked Orion. I guess they did break me knicker elastic, all them crashes. But still, I'm not letting a lack of knickers deter me. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to take a step forward. That little jackal mastiff that you get from Rura Penfe is a damn good little combat pet. Here we are entering the deepest level of hell. Mauler! Warriors of the Empire, come to challenge me? Bah! I see the hand of Kalis in this. No matter, you cannot defeat me. Even now my Fek'Ihri spread chaos and death throughout the stars. Soon there will be an ocean of blood, and there will be nothing to stop me from returning to the land of the living. I thought Kalis saved him and took him to Tovokor. Well, time must be a factor with all this paranormal stuff, so he can be in both places. If the feckless clone can walk the sacred ground of Cronus again, so too shall Molor. Soon it will be Kalis who will have to spend an eternity burning in Gre'Thor. May he suffer every indignity that I have suffered, and more. You will die, and I will have my revenge. This is a glorious day. Okay, you'll get one of them straight off, and one of them. And one of them, and one of them, and some of that. No, no, it can't be. Defeated by a mortal. I will have my revenge. Well, that was easier to defeat than I thought. Now you have one final challenge ahead of you. Whether this abomination was spat out of the pits of Gre'Thor or created by an unholy use of science is of no matter. It must die. When you are ready, we will proceed, and our blades will create a song of death and glory, the likes of which has never been heard for 1,000 years. I'm ready. Ready to face the Klingon devil. I forget his name. Oh well, looks like we're going through a lot of loading. Filling up my RAM when I don't need it filled. This is the part of the story arc where you die over and over and over and over and over. Are we back on Borath? Are we still in Gre'Thor? We're still in Gre'Thor, you silly idiot. But we're going down, 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 below the 10th level of hell. And what happened to the music? This doesn't look like the way to the shrine. I'm getting hotter. If we're back on Borath, I think we're moving closer to the heart of the volcano. I'm getting hotter too. Is that Kalis up ahead? That bodes well for being back on Borath. Maybe he knows what is going on here. Oh, I don't trust that to be Kalis. Or maybe it's the original Kalis. Quapla, I see the change in your heart, General. You have faced cowardice, dishonour and treachery and lived to tell the tale. You have looked death in the eye and not been coerced. I am honoured to fight at your side. You are truly one of the greatest warriors of your age. Fek'Ihri himself has been made flesh, and he is in the room ahead. Whether this abomination was spat out of the fiery pits of Gre'Thor or created by an unholy use of science is no matter. It must die. Join me, and our blades will create a song of death and glory, the likes of which has not been heard for 1,000 years. You already said that. I don't think he is the clone. I think this time we've got the real thing. He's come to fight at our side because he knows what we're facing. Well, the music stopped. Is that a game glitch? Or is that supposed to happen, or is it just my computer messing around? Defeat the aggressive Fek'Ihri. That's one lot down. Must remember, stay out of the fire. Even though you can barely see it in all this. Maybe the music's supposed to be soft because it seems to be a bit cooler without music. Slave Master. I will savour your blood like the finest wine. I am chaos, I am death, I am Fek'Ihri! There's a nice flank on him. Oh, he's targeting me! And I'm out of high pose. He's dead. He's dead. Stop blocking the screen. I want to see him die. And I didn't die myself. Truly, that was a glorious battle. I salute you, General. You are a hero of the Empire and a true friend. I am honoured to be in your presence. Now you know the truth. The sword of Kalos is just a sword. Its legend is its power, and that power can sway the Klingon heart or even the Empire itself. I must ask that you leave the sword on the shrine, to be guarded by the clerics of Borath. Although I know you would use it well, I do not believe that anyone should have to carry such a terrible burden. The power that the sword represents, it has been too much of a temptation for even the most honourable men. But do not be dishonoured. I have created a new blade for you, forged in the fires of the Kristak volcano, and cooled in the lake of Lursa like the original. It will show all who see it that you are deserving of honour and glory. Be well, my friend, and know that it is my fondest wish to someday fight by your side again. Captain, I did a scan of Fek'Ihri's remains and I found something interesting. There is a unusual resonance signature, and it has only been recorded at archaeological sites where Herc technology has been found. But the Herc have been extinct for 1,000 years. This is something I would like to look into further, Captain, but it could be a long time before we have any definite answers. Captain, can you hear me? You're fading away. Where are you going? Oh no, it's going to rob me of my pickup. And there are several there to do. Continue. Well, the dream has ended. The dream of the afterlife hell has ended. Talk to Kalos. You're awake! You have the heart of a warrior, General, and I commend you. There are few who could have faced what you did and lived to tell the tale. Jumpuck waits for word of your victory. Perhaps you should return to the High Council and report what happened here. Not yet. I want to have a look around first. There's nothing to see. So let's beam up to our ship. You have completed all objectives in this area. Do you want to beam up to the ship? Okay. I think that's the end of the episode. Yeah, that is the end of the Gates of Gre'Thor. Be it as it was. You battled Fek'Ihri himself? I once thought him the stuff of children's tales. Now someone uses technology to bring those legends to life. This is not the end of the tale, General, but this chapter has come to a close. Now we must learn who is using our own mythology against us. I will contact you if I learn more. Until then, I congratulate you as a hero of the Empire. Qapla'! And there it is. 39.8 DPS compared to the other one, which is 79.2. 80% shield penetration, critical severity. Yep, we want the Sword of Kalos. And that's why I played all this.
Serve the Empire.
Congratulations.
Qapla'!
And that's it. There it is, the Sword of Kalos. I can put that straight onto my character. Because she's gonna want to use that at some point. Anyway, that was Gates of Gre'Thor, and that concludes the 4-part story for the Fek'Ihri return. Hope you enjoyed these videos, and I hope the crashes weren't too bad and my voice being drowned out weren't so bad or being too loud. I hope they're watchable at least. This is Alt Lexington playing Ursula for Meriki Revenge. Please subscribe and like. Know that we are recruiting, and have a good day. Bye. Time to fix my knicker elastic.